Hi folks, we're back with the Septariun this time. Now this is going to be a different run from what I've done before. Mainly due to the fact that we're dealing with a rock or stone. It's got 4 different minerals in it. You got your calcite, the white yellow color. The reddish brownish color, that's your barite, or your aragonite rather. And your barite's in your darker layer. And then you got sandstone. Or not, excuse me, not sandstone, limestone. In fact, there's a chunk right there that's nothing but all limestone. I don't think that'll make it in the barrel unless I absolutely need something to fill a hole. But as you can see, it's broken up, not real pretty. It'll probably come out real nice. But the trick with this stuff is going to be, since we're dealing with 4 minerals in a rock and a stone, the softest is the calcite. The other 2 are a little harder. So we're going to tumble according to how soft this is. Now you're saying, hey, how do you know how soft that is? Well, if you look it up on a Mohs scale, this comes up as a 3. And the other 3 materials that are on here will come up as a 3.5. Now, as we go along here, we're going to go the number of days by the Mohs hardness. Since the calcite is a 3, we're going to go 3 days. And I'm going to check it every day to see what my progress is. You know, like this piece here, I just want to kind of round the top of it up a little bit. It's, you know, that might not, I don't know. Maybe just round it off a little bit and then take it out after day 1. So you just run it for 2 or 3 days to get the calcite smoothened down. And that's going to be with 60-90 grit. Now as we're going along, you know, we're going to probably drop at least 1 step out of this from what I've run before. There's a little bit of aragonite in there. Little tiny specules. I've found another piece that away also has those specules in it. Kind of neat. But anyways, go through and separate some of these that are all limestone that I'd rather have mostly in my calcite. My regular Septariun. I get that tongue-tied all the time. Alright, now I can get some going. This would be a nice chunk to go through. Now they're saying, when this was formed, this is calcite, supposedly it's the calcium. I got a piece of gypsum here. That's certainly not going to tumble. Must have been next to the pile of this stuff. Anyways, they say how this formed was this is supposed to have been dinosaur bones, and the blood and guts is the aragonites and the barite, and the limestone is just what it settled into when it passed away. But anyways, as we're going through this, like I said, it's going to be a shorter run just due to the fact that oh, that's going to nice little aragonite spray across the top. That one might almost be nice to stick out and leave a sign. But anyways, we're going along. Like I said, we're going only as hard or as long as the calcite is hard. And that's kind of a rule of thumb. If you don't know what you're tumbling, find out your Mohs hardness. If you don't know what you're tumbling, if you don't know your rock, then you're going to have to make sure you get an accurate description of your rock so you know what you're tumbling. This is, rocks from 6 and below are generally a 4 to 5 step process, and 6.5 and above are good 7 good 6. You can run them a good 6 step process just to really, you know, the harder stones benefit from a longer tumble more than what the softer stones do. See, if I run this for an entire week, I probably wouldn't have any calcite left. It'd probably just grind away. And that's not what I want now. Instead of talking about grinding away, there probably won't be nothing left of that little guy. He's a cute little finger. I think I'll just keep him aside. This one's interesting. Here's another one that hopefully will survive. It's got some nice crystallization on it. I might just... That's the nice thing about choosing what you want to tumble. You can pick and choose, pick and choose. So anyways, folks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to do a daily update on all this. We're just going to do our grit change updates on this because we know what we're tumbling. I really hate some of this. It's a lot of under the limestone, but it's like this piece here. I might put it on my, take it to my wheel and see about polishing it up on the wheel. And see, like I said, there's a nice another little piece there. I'm about got a tumbler full here. If anything, I might just throw a couple of these. Save those and those. See what I got to. We can. That'll color. That's got a little color in it, the ragonite to it there, and veining through it real nice. Now, I think I'm about done. I don't see really any more of this. So I just wonder if that's dinosaur skin like that. That'd be nice if it was. But anyway, I might throw this one just for curiosity because that looks interesting. But we're good. Now we're going to start this with a 60-90. Like I said, we're going to skip the first step of 46-70. We'll do the 60-90. That's going to be plenty for what we're doing. So actually, I could probably, if I were continuing to run this particular batch of material, if I had enough of it, I could probably continue this as my first run. Just pull the good stones out that I want to keep, and just you know, keep the slurry and everything, because the slurry will never wear out. But here we go. I'm gonna top her up with some water here, and we're gonna give it a go. Now, I've never tumbled this before. Well, I'm hoping for some good results. Like I said, it's a more intensive run due to the fact, like I said, you have to check it daily. Make sure you're not taking too much material off of the calcite. If you take too much, you're not going to have anything left to look at when you're finished with the tumble. Let's get that edge a little wet there, and it'll slip down in here just a tad bit easier. Burp it like a Tupperware. Alright guys, we'll talk to you in about 3 days or so, and we'll see how it goes with this separate. Keep wanting to call it serpentine, but it's Septariun. Anyways guys, may your next find be your best find. Take it easy and see you next time. Bye.